Now, on to that issue we spoke about earlier. It was in question time, the issue of the temporary protection visas, and about 20,000, just under 20,000 people affected with that being scrapped.
Yeah, well, the opposition wasting no time getting stuck into Labor today for delivering on this election promise to allow boat people who arrived here prior to 2013 and who are still on temporary protection visas apply for permanent settlement.
Labor's just given people smugglers a product to sell. Effectively, they've taken away one of the three key elements that have kept our borders safe, that stopped the boats from coming, that has protected lives, because we saw the loss of life the last time the boats came.
Australian Border Force put out an ad campaign today seeking to make sure that this policy change does not lead to more boats coming.
The Australian Government's decision to resolve legacy temporary visa caseloads
قديمة كيفية حماية أستراليا لحدودها.
ব্যাপারটা আমাকে পরিষ্কার করতে দিন।
Australia နိုင်ငံသို့တရားမဝင်လေခီးစဉ်နဲ့လာသူမည်သူမဆိုထွက်လာရာနိုင်ငံသို့ပြန်ပို့ပါမယ်
Untuk diproses. Jika Anda mencoba melakukan perjalanan laut yang ilegal, Anda
berkacau kre taso bapa Australia ke mesh nashe. Taso the barialitop chance sifar di.
In several languages, Home Affairs Minister Claire O'Neill spoke to me in September about why she was considering giving these people on temporary protection visas residency rights. We've got something like 130,000 people here who are asylum seekers, and probably about 20,000 of them are temporary protection visa holders. Will they be allowed to stay?
The fact that we have got more than 100,000 people in the country who have effectively been living in limbo for a very long period of time isn't good for them, and it's not good for our country. So we need to give these people an answer, and if it means deporting them out of the country, we will do that if we need to. If it means letting them stay, then for God's sake, let's just let them stay so they can get themselves educated and, you know, get their kids into school and start to build a life here.
And how long do you think it'll take to get through that caseload?
Yeah, I think it's going to take some years.
So meanwhile today, Claire O'Neill's Department Chief, Michael Pizzullo, appeared to throw himself on the sword in Senate estimates when it came to who was responsible for the stuff-up that saw the Nauru Detention Centre legislation lapse for 3 months, a stuff-up the government only corrected last week.
It has been almost 9 years since the last successful people smuggling venture to Australia. The Joint Agency Task Force, or JADF, Operation Sovereign Borders, OSB, remains postured to counter maritime people smuggling and preserve safety of life at sea. Regional processing remains a key pillar of Operation Sovereign Borders. I've taken the right course of action in my mind to apologise both to her personally, and I've similarly apologised to Minister Giles, and I take this opportunity in public to apologise to the government. It should not have occurred.
So I guess we've got to take him at his word. Was it really all his fault, or is he doing the good public servant trick? He's saying he actually wrote to the ministers apologising for the stuff-up.